everybody. So today we will be heading back home from the Pensacola Beach, Gulf Breeze, Pensacola area of Florida, all the way back home to South Carolina. So we will be doing our travel video today, so you can see all of the sights that we see on the road and everything else. So are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. I'm ready to go home.
Well, I'm never ready to go home because I could travel all the time.
Well,
but
you do have to go home.
we have to go home so I can go back to work to make more money to come on more vacations. So let's go. But I'm still not going back to work for another 2 days.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, it is the birthday. So it's June 1st, 2023. So happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You just sung it to yourself. Yes,
I did sing it to
sung
myself on the beach.
I
So,
sung it to
but
you
that won't be in
today.
this video, I don't think. So it'll be in another one.
Whatever.
All right, let's go. So this is our last morning of breakfast. Had to get these cinnamon rolls one last time. They're so good. That was our hotel. I have to highly suggest staying there. We had an excellent experience there. I don't know if everybody had an excellent experience, but we did. So now we're heading out of Gulf Breeze back into Pensacola to get on Interstate 10. I have got more rubber ducks since the other day because they were on clearance. You know, they always say duck the Jeep, but we're gonna duck the Traverse. They're so cute.
She's got a bucky,
An astronaut, a birthday one.
a birthday one. It looks like a South Carolina duck because it's got a crescent moon.
And then I don't know if that other duck is supposed to be a donut, possibly.
It probably is.
So that's the duck collection going on. This is the 3 Mile Bridge here. And that's what's left of the sunrise this morning. It's so pretty. Those waves are wild.
It was wind. The wind was blowing real hard.
In 1 mile, keep left onto East Gregory Street.
So we're on the interstate. Getting ready to head on. It's been fun, Pensacola. It's been fun. See you again, hopefully in January. Get another shot of this water tower. That's so pretty. And we're so thankful that we did get to see the Blue Angels practice. That was something to see. Getting ready to go over the beautiful water again. Say what you want to about Florida, but they got a lot of water and a lot of bridges.
They surrounded
So we just crossed over into the Eastern time zone once again, and this is the I-10 rest area at mile marker 162. I have to say it was quite nice, really nice restroom facilities back there. There's a beautiful magnolia they have out here at this one. This one's got by far more picnic tables than I have ever seen in the rest area anywhere. Everywhere you look, there's a table. I was saying in the video that they got more picnic tables than I've ever seen at a rest area.
On the hill.
Mm-hmm. They might frown upon it, but you could have a family reunion up here. Tell everybody just pick a table. Pick a table. Whichever one your heart desires. So we're heading east. So you got to get in the eastbound lane. We could say we're eastbound and down, but today we're eastbound and up.
Merge onto I-10 East. For 89 miles, continue straight on.
So we're stopped at another rest area, and this one has the porta potties. However, it is 2 hours before we get to our next destination where we're planning to go. So we went ahead and used them today because there's no more rest areas on this road before we get off of this road for the day. So we got off the interstate and now we're back here in all this beautiful farmland again. We just left out of Madison, Florida, and now we're somewhere between
Jasper.
there and Fargo, Georgia.
I think it's Jasper.
I don't know where we're at. But anyway,
Jasper.
it's so pretty out here.
That's what last I saw them there. With farmlands. Oh, they got cows.
Yes, isn't it gorgeous? And even the trees out here at the road are beautiful. With all the moss in them. So nice. So out there is tobacco plants. I did not think I would see that in Florida, but they are there. And I think they changed how they look since the other day when we came by. What do you call that? Topping out?
Topping out.
Some of them were topping out.
Tops out. I used to hate to do that.
Well, you know you're from that era
I know.
where you had to get in that tobacco field all the
You had
time.
to get all them little suckers in between the leaves. Then you had to take and top the flower part. You had to break that out for it to go ahead and mature out.
So I'm glad I missed that. I came in at the tail end of tobacco, so thankfully by the time I was a teenager, didn't have to worry about it.
Right onto Northwest US 41.
So I was going to say how beautiful the cows were out there, but then of course my GPS had to start talking once again. He just likes to get into videos. Maybe there's some cows here. No, looks like it's just a house.
Looks like a pecan orchard.
Yeah.
But they got like oak trees in it too.
What do you think about there showing animals? Really pretty farmland. So coming up we have some cornfields, and their corn is very tall. One in South Carolina is not that tall yet, not unless it shot up since we were in South Carolina the other day. It has been almost a week since we've been home. Which if I could travel all the time, that's all I would do. I would just forever be on the highway. But unfortunately, I don't get paid to travel. I wish I did. I know a lot of people don't like traveling because they're like, oh, I don't like staying in hotels and stuff. I love to stay in hotels, explore different cities. And I mean, I've stayed in some places I'll never stay again. I'll have to find another town to stay in. But in other towns, I really enjoy it. But every now and then we come across a hotel, I'm like, you know what, I ain't staying there again.
Some of the people that I was working in, they're so polite.
Oh, yes, yes. We came across quite a few nice people this week. We do have to say that because we stayed in 3 different hotels on this trip. And usually we do have to do that whenever we go to Pensacola because that is a drive. And the only reason we're doing this in a day is so I can get back home and spend a little bit of my birthday with Dad. You always have to enjoy them because you really don't know how life is. Just because we're here today don't mean we'll be here tomorrow. So you gotta just spend it with the ones you love.
Yep. Even if you hate them.
And I told Dad, whenever I talked to him yesterday, I said, somebody was asking if you were doing okay because they hadn't seen you in a video lately, and I said, so you're gonna have to go out and be in another video. So maybe Dad will show up in another video coming up if I can get him out of the house, because once he's done with the state park stuff, he's pretty much done with the traveling for the year. He'll do the 47 state parks. Then after that, he's like, y'all just go ahead, I'm done. More cows out there. Hopefully they got on there before the trees came into view.
There's all the cows in here.
Oh, maybe you see those cows. If not, just take a good look at the ducks. So we're finally gonna crack into our Buc-ee's cotton candy. So if you watch that video, you probably say, they buy snacks all the time. Just because we buy them, don't mean we're gonna eat them then. We'll eat them later, don't we?
Yep.
So this is grape cotton candy. I've never had grape cotton candy. I'm getting ready to try it. That is good. That's good at them. Highly impressed with this.
It's like you're drinking a grape soda. And
that's exactly what it tastes like.
Knee high.
So it's like a grape soda. I wonder if they got this in Florence. I've never seen this before. Got this one in Alabama.
Different ones, different things. Oh, that bucket.
I know that was a cute image there.
Georgia.
So we are officially back in the great state of Georgia.
Well, only for
a little brief time, and then we'll be back in Florida. Then we'll be back in Georgia. Then back in Florida, and then I think back in Georgia. So,
whatever.
Welcome to Georgia, little ducks. The only one I had whenever I came was my Buc-ee duck. Then we picked up all these in Gulf Breeze, Florida. So Mom would like to tell you about the ducks.
Okay, you got the Buc-ee duck. Then the little white one.
That's the space duck.
It's got a little space duck from Gulf Breeze. Then you got a birthday duck with the little hat on. And
Says it's my birthday today.
Yeah, today is her birthday all day long.
But I had to pay for that one myself, so I guess that was my birthday present to myself.
Well, sometimes you have to do that. Then you got the blue duck, and it's got the crescent moon, and it looks like some of what would be in South Carolina. And then you got the yellow duck. I don't know why he's got.
I think he's a donut duck.
Well, look, see.
Well, he's got sprinkles on top of his head.
Oh,
so
he's got sprinkles on top.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a donut down there at the bottom.
Yep.
Okay. And that's her duck collection as of right now.
That's right. We're gonna duck the Traverse.
So if you think only Jeeps have ducks, her truck
to be our new obsession until they stop.
Have a duck.
Yes, right.
Have a duck convention.
And I think we thought the little ducks would be cute after we were in Johnsonville a couple of weeks ago, and all those Jeeps had those pretty little ducks on them, and I wanted to take one so bad, especially the one that had the sunshades on, because I'm addicted to sunshades, as everybody knows. So right now we're heading back to the Stephen C. Foster State Park once again. We're going to see if they have the Georgia Park Pass for sale back here. They either do or they don't. But if they do, we'll start visiting more Georgia state parks than what we do right now, because they're so much fun. So Mom is now the proud owner of Georgia State Parks Park Pass and Historic Site Pass for the next year. So I'm excited about this as well. So they did have them at the Stephen C. Foster State Park, which is, you know, part of the Okefenokee. We love Okefenokee. Now it looks like a bad storm's coming up. And we came in a bad storm too, didn't we?
Yep.
So let's hope that the traffic does not get backed up where we're heading. Because that was pure torture the other day. If it does, we'll just get off in Charleston and head on home. We do have alternate routes to take. So it has started raining on us. We just left the Stephen C. Foster State Park. Very successful in our park pass. It's already hanging up there officially, so we can go to some Georgia state parks. And now it's raining. So I just hope it's not raining for the rest of the drive home. I know, but it's later in the day, and that would be bad. Now people are in the afternoon, they're ready to get home. They're ready to get wherever in the world they go. I know we're heading home, but I'm not in that big of a hurry. That one off an accident, like some people would, because some people just drive erratic whenever they get out there on that interstate. And that is pouring down rain. So up here, we are once again crossing into Florida. Hello, Sunshine State again.
For 16 miles, continue straight on.
Now I have to let you know whenever we cross back into Georgia. So in a brief moment, we will be back in the great state of Georgia. Back in the Peach State. And I'm fairly confident we'll pass back into Florida shortly. So we're once again getting ready to cross back into Florida. Should be any second on the map. It just
In 8
changed.
miles, turn left onto Crawford Road.
So I don't know if I'll have a sign up here or not, but anyway.
Is it Florida?
Gonna have Florida?
Well, it had the shape of Florida.
Oh, shape of Florida.
Yeah.
I was looking back to see if it said welcome to Georgia back there.
No, it did not.
You can tell whenever you cross over though, because you start seeing the rules and regulations of the state.
That seatbelt thing. Buckle up. They need to repair some of them and fade out.
I wonder if they just finally gave up about putting up signs, so they just like forget it. Listen to your GPS, it knows where you're at. this trip. Thank you for visiting Florida. See you later, Florida. Sometime, might be January. And then coming up shortly, as soon as we get across this beautiful St. Mary's River, we'll be, for the final time on this trip, but not the final time this year, because, you know, we got that lovely Georgia State Parks pass now. Can we all say it together? Welcome to Georgia. We're glad Georgia's on your mind. Alrighty, so we'll be rolling on down the road. Can't be rolling down the river, but we're rolling down the highway. So we just stopped for lunch in Kingsland, Georgia. So, as you've probably figured out, Kingsland is always a stopping area for us. We do a lot in Kingsland. And we stopped at Zaxby's. And that's the first yellow Zaxby's I've seen. I've seen the traditional colors, I've seen the red ones, I've seen the white ones, but I've never seen a yellow one.
It's the first time for you.
That's right, it's the first time for everything. And that one is yellow. So we are creatures of habit. So we are
At the
big
traffic
fans
lights, use the right lane
of
to merge onto I-95
the Big Zack
North.
snack meal. And Mom doesn't like these, but I do. Those are the fried white cheddar bites. So that is our lunch today. What we're gonna have
Turn
on the
right.
way home. We were gonna go to the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge. However, we ran out of time because it was showing that they were closing at 4:30, and we just decided to come on up and get something else. That's the Turtle River in Georgia on I-95. It's so pretty. It's so
Speed check reported ahead on State Route 405.
We're still going through Georgia, and it's just so beautiful. Traffic's not too bad yet. It's currently 5:44 p.m. Eastern time, because whenever the video started out this morning, we were on Central time. And I've been moving right along. We are, what, about 10 hours into the trip now?
It's been a while since
Maybe 9 hours, because we did
stop.
we did lose an hour. That hour we gained of our life the other day, we lost it today. This morning whenever we crossed that time zone. No, we lost an hour. We gained an hour of life the other day, and then we lost it today. Might as well show the duck skin. Hadn't showed them recently. Somebody rearranged those ducks. Did you rearrange the ducks?
I think the blue one needs to go in between the white and bucky duck, and then the yellow one needs to go in between both of them.
Well, we are celebrating with my yellow duck because it is the birthday. Which by the time this video releases, it'll be a week past my birthday.
That's all right. Somebody then will know it's your birthday.
Yep.
Got down to 198 more miles to go. 2 hours and 45 minutes.
And that was what, 700 something miles we're doing a day?
It started like 3:33, then you had to change
Well,
it.
that is true, because we did have to trip up.
Then you had to change it.
Well, we didn't have to trip up, but we had something keyed in because we wanted to
We had to
go to that
get
state
gas.
park. Well, we wanted to go to that state park and get that
Yeah.
pass. So that was mission accomplished on that.
But whatever.
And then after that, we put in the next half of the trip.
We're gonna see how good that pass is too,
We sure are.
because
So be prepared to be seeing a lot of Georgia state parks.
if you bought the pass itself, it was $25.
That's senior citizen.
Senior citizen.
It's
But-
$50, I think, if you don't have the senior citizen.
But if you
And then the
combo,
I think combined you can get, if you're like not a senior citizen, you can get both of the passes for $85, I believe. But the senior citizen can get them for $60.
I made the most of the $60.
Because if you watch my channel at all, you will know I'm all about a historic site and a state park. So the best thing to do was to get the combo, and I figured she might as well pay for it because she's always with me. So she's my senior citizen.
I'm proud to be the senior citizen.
I don't know what age I can retire if I live that long, but if I can retire at 62, I'm only 19 years away at this point.
And then you definitely be on the road again.
That's right.
On the road, on the road.
What they call that, your second act? My second act would be a traveler. You know, maybe by the time I'm 62 years old, I might finally have 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Maybe.
I hope that happens before you're 62.
I don't know.
Well, you never know what you may put on there and be good. And
Well, the people that do comment on my videos, and I do have quite a few regulars, I know they enjoy what I post. They let me know.
but you go in a little bit.
I do go in detail.
Still what some of them does.
I will go in detail about everything. On some of that stuff, if I had about several hours, you know, I'd stand in there and read everything on those walls. But you'd get tired of my voice after that. You'd be like, you know what, would she please shut up? So that's why I just cover some of it and keep on moving. So if you watched our first day of travel video the other day, this is where the traffic got all hung up at. And we sat out here, gosh, probably what, 2 hours?
Almost 2 hours.
And barely moved. But if you look, you can understand why people would get confused. You just twist and turn, twist and turn. And we were over there in the southbound lane for 2 miles. In 2 hours, I think.
We
It was horrible.
averaged out 1 mile per hour. And sometimes we were going 0.
Yeah, but I mean, just look at how this thing's set up out here. I mean, it would confuse anybody. So hopefully we pass that hurdle. Maybe everything else will be smooth sailing.
If that traffic gets backed up on 95, I'll get on 17.
Oh yeah, there's more than one way home.
Right? I'll definitely get on 17.
We will come through Charleston in a heartbeat to go home.
I'll take another hour to get home, but
It will. Because then you got to go through Somerville and Once Corner.
to everybody.
So we're getting ready to close in on it. You see that lane ending thing right there? You're getting ready to go from 3 lanes to 2 lanes. And then we consider we're home anytime we cross the border into South Carolina, because anywhere in South Carolina, we feel just at home. Look at the beautiful flags up there welcoming us back home. It says, thank you for coming back. Thank you. All right, so let's see what else we can get into. So since we're in the Palmetto State, what better thing to see on the back of the truck than palmetto trees?
They stay on here too.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having some in my yard, but I don't want to hit my car. I don't have it paid for yet. So that's what they look like before they put them in the ground. So this exit coming up is one of our favorite exits. It is exit 33, and this one takes you back into Beaufort and to the beautiful Hunting Island State Park, which is one of our favorite state parks to visit. But it looks like the traffic's going fairly decent right now, so there's no point in getting off. But it'll also take you into Charleston.
Yep.
So if you ever want to get to Charleston, you're on I-95, get off at exit 33, that puts you on Highway 17, and you can boogie right on into town.
And it also takes you to Edisto Beach.
Yes, Edisto Beach State Park also. But this is not the only exit for Edisto.
No.
There's another one coming. But that one will take you to Beaufort. And that's actually a hard exit to get off of first thing in the morning, because there's no lights out there, and you know, if you're trying to get to the beach and it's dark outside, you have to be like, where's the exit at? But fortunately, I'm the navigator most of the time. Mom's the driver, I'm the navigator, so I can get her off the road in the right place.
It's 47.
47.
47.
We were completely wrong on that, then, weren't we?
We were definitely.
At least it's not raining.
Huh?
I
In
said, at
half
least
a
it's not
mile,
raining.
bear right to merge onto I-95 North.
Oh, 95 north. So it's Wisteria time. So this up here is the Walterbur exit, which, as we were saying earlier, is the way that you can go to Edisto Beach State Park.
And you also can go to the Murphy to get gas if you need.
Yes, you can go to Murphy and get gas.
Or if you think
They have a really good Zaxby's down there.
Yeah, Zaxby's is delicious.
They had a good Bojangles. We haven't eaten there in a while though.
I know it.
So that's also one of our favorite exits, number 57. And then right there was exit 97, which takes you to Orangeburg, South Carolina. That's also one of our favorite exits on I-95, because it also leads to the state parks. That's on the Georgia side of the state. But coming up is our very favorite exit on I-95, other than 170, of course, because we all know 170 is Buc-ee's. But this is our most favorite exit. This is the exit that we are on more than any other exit on I-95.
You can go to Cracker Barrel, Burger King, ain't Burger King. They used to have a McDonald's.
They do have a
They
McDonald's.
still have a McDonald's.
Burger King's closed. They shut it down, I think. They got a Wendy's. So also on exit 98 is our beloved Santee State Park. You can also go to Utahville. In the summertime, they have a,
To the right.
yes, they have a really good produce stand that's only open in the summertime. They got some of the best corn in the world. I have not seen any post on Facebook yet though where it says open. And then up here you have another rest area. So on
Both
the
sides of the road.
yes, so on the other side, on the southbound lane, you have an actual welcome center that you can go in there and get information. And on this side over here is just the rest area. And I can tell you something about it. They clean their bathrooms there, because you walk in there, it smells just like bleach. Any time of day, bleach odor.
I will say that in Florida where we stopped and they had porta potties, it was clean. Because when you
It just wasn't too hot today. I was not too
you
crazy about
opened that door, you didn't smell no nasty smell. It was clean.
And this is our beautiful Lake Marion. As we all know, I love a good sunrise, and this is where my sunrises happen. Right out here, if I'm not at the beach, of course. Right out here over Lake Marion, over there at Santee State Park, is where I get my sunrises. And this right here is actually the most beautiful section of I-95 in South Carolina. So that's the last big body of water you got to cross over on this vacation, though.
Yep.
Because you have crossed over some water.
In Florida, you come to cross.
I didn't think we would ever put crossing over the water.
Georgia's not as bad. Not as much as Florida.
Well, to me, it was worth crossing over that water to get to the hotel in Gulf Breeze instead of the hotel we stayed at last time in Pensacola. Didn't have to go on that interstate.
When we go back and when we get on that long bridge, we gotta see how many miles it really is.
Oh, you're talking about the one going to Alabama?
Yep.
Yeah, the one hitting in the Mobile. Oh my
Yep,
God.
10 miles.
Mobile.
At least 9.
It's long. So exit 102 is the exit that takes you to Santee National Wildlife Refuge. That's one section of it. Over there is where the Indian Mound is, and also Fort Watson. We haven't been back there in a while. We need to go back again sometime. I'm always down for a road trip. Always down for a road trip. And we've been traveling roughly 12 hours now, give or take, because we were on Central Time whenever we started.
But we also stopped along the way.
Yeah, we calculated up. We've already stopped 8 times since we left Gulf Breeze this morning. They must have been doing some hardcore work for all that to be out. I think it says pavement. So there, right there is exit 119. It's just Manning, South Carolina. They have a wonderful Zaxby's back there. If you ever watched my Amelia Bedelia video, you can find my little Amelia Bedelia statue back there. And what else is back there? Oh yeah, it was decorated beautifully for Christmas. They also have a Murphy gas station back there. We got a Bojangles. Walmart.
Wendy's, a Bojangles,
Taco Bell.
Burger King. They got pretty good. And they used to have a real good Chinese restaurant somewhere on the other side, close to the hospital. I don't know if they can still go there or not.
I don't know, I didn't ever eat there.
Yeah, that was real good.
And also exit 119 will take you to Ponset State Park. You just have to go to the left whenever you get off instead of going to the right. And that's only if you're heading north. So if you're heading south, it would be the complete opposite.
the right lane to take exit 135 onto US 378
Yep.
towards Turpville.
So this right here is where our journey comes to an end
Not really.
for this trip. This is exit 135. So
Take the exit.
that's
Keep
our
right
stop
onto
off the
US
interstate.
378
So
East.
thank God we made it to our exit. Even though we don't know what this 18-wheeler's doing.
Highway.
We might have had to apply brakes. Looks like that truck you passed earlier this morning that was mad. So it looked like that truck you passed earlier
Keep
this morning
right
that was
onto
mad.
US 378 East towards Turpville.
And that's it. That's our exit.
For 23 miles, continue straight on.
23 miles.
Look at that sunset. Ooh, Lordy. That's beautiful. Morning. It's
Yeah, so that's about the best way I can get the sunset.
Headlights.
Yes. Because we are heading east, not west.
Go west, my young man. Go west. Oh, now that is pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Mhm.
Yeah, so pretty.
Gotta slow it down.
That's right, because you know, in their turn.
I can't go 60 in this section.
That's pretty. Alright, so that's gonna wrap up this video of our travels all the way from Gulf Breeze, Florida to where we live at in South Carolina. So, how'd you enjoy the trip?
It was good. I'm so glad that we did not run into no problems coming back.
None.
None. So far.
So far, I mean, there is still time. We're not home yet.
All right, Daddy, you got to get us in.
That's right. You got to get it down. You're not on the interstate anymore. You're back on the highway.
Basically 12 hours driving on the interstate.
It has been 12 hours. As you can see, if you saw us this morning, the makeup looked good. Now it has slowly faded away all day long. So a lot of people say, well, you don't have on makeup.
That's the
I
reason.
start every day off with makeup. I may look horrible by the end of the day, but I do start every day off with makeup. Because dear sweet lady over here always says, even an old barn needs a fresh coat of paint. So it's the motto she lives by. So, I've been dabbling in makeup since I was like 12.
That is so good.
Yes.
And it's true. Even old barn looks good with a new coat of paint.
So I did have a happy birthday. Today was June 1st, 2023. And you'll probably watch this on June 8th, 2023, because that's the lineup of where they should be released at as far as the trip that we took. Had a great time going to Alabama and Mississippi and seeing all those alligators. I can't wait to go back. They were like some of the largest alligators I've ever seen in my life. And
And we got to spend some time with Lola.
yes, my little cousin, she's my official unofficial child. So never had kids, but she's the closest thing I'll ever get, and just love her to death. That's the only person in the world I'm gonna go 12 hours basically one way just to see. Not unless I find the love of my life somewhere, then I might go even further than that, who knows. But I will go that far to see her. And if they move somewhere else,
We'll go see
we'll
her.
go see them wherever they move then.
If I'm able.
Yeah, if not, I'll drive. So yeah, so it
Well,
was,
she does drive whenever I'm tired.
so obviously she was not tired this whole trip, because if you've watched the videos, she has driven in every single video. But I was ready any given time.
Any given time,
Yep.
she would have been. She did have to take the wheel last week.
I actually thought I was gonna have to drive today, because I'm like, well, that's a 12-hour trip. Nope, she did the whole trip. But she's tough like that. So, and everything went off without a hitch today. The only thing we did not do that I had planned to do was go to the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge in Folkston, Georgia, and eat at Okefenokee Adventures in the cafe there. That is the only thing that we did not do that was planned, because I had planned to eat my birthday lunch there, but it's okay.
If they would serve breakfast a little bit sooner than what they did.
Yeah, at the hotel, the breakfast doesn't start at 6:30, which is strange, but that's their rules. So, nice hotel too. Definitely would stay there again. I like the location. It was a good location. It was only like 5 minutes away from the beach. Can't ask for better. And, you know, we had a great week. I thought it was going to be crowded because it was Memorial Day week. Wasn't crowded at all. At least where we went, it wasn't crowded. So, we had a good time. So, if you have watched any of the videos of the travels, thank you for watching them. And
I appreciate it.
she does.
And subscribe if you haven't done so. If you like and watch the video, please subscribe. It's free.
It is free. All I want you to do is watch the videos. That's it. If you watch them, maybe other people will watch them.
And if you subscribe and you like the videos, share them with other people.
You probably wouldn't want to share this video though. This was not
Oh, yes,
terribly
you would.
exciting. This was just us traveling through the states
We'll share it anyway.
and hearing me
If you don't
ramble
mind.
over here, and just whatever thought pops into my head just comes out my mouth. So that's what happens on these videos. So I did enjoy my birthday, coming across all the way across Florida, and started out the day at the Gulf of Mexico. If we'd have went a little bit further up, we'd have been at the Atlantic Ocean. So we would have went from sea to shining sea, I guess.
The day.
No, I was out there on the beach. I went out on the beach.
I saw the sun rising on the day.
The sunrise video should actually already be out before this video, because obviously I was done with that video before I was done with this video. So that should be the video that came out yesterday. By the time you watch this, it'll be yesterday, even though it was all recorded today, except for, you know, what the sunrises and sunsets were. But that's it for this one. Thanks for spending my birthday with me. Yep, we had a great time, great week. So can't wait to do it again, because I am always down for a road trip. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you somewhere else. Don't know where yet. Got a good idea where the next video is coming from, but we got to get to that day. So toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.